Felipe Drugovich, a driver many have long expected to break into Formula One, is now embarking on a new chapter by committing to a full season with the Andretti Formula E team for 2025-26. This decision marks a significant turning point in his career, especially after years spent just on the edge of securing a Formula One race seat. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite being Aston Martin's F1 reserve driver and coming close to racing opportunities, including potential substitute drives when key drivers Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll were unavailable, Drugovich never quite made it to the starting grid in F1. Each time a race chance seemed within reach, his hopes were dashed as the main drivers remained fit to compete. Since clinching the 2022 Formula 2 championship, Drugovich has raced only occasionally, focusing mainly on endurance events like the European Le Mans Series and the iconic 24 Hours of Le Mans with the Action Express Cadillac team. Now, after several weeks of intensifying talks, he's set to replace Nico Mueller alongside Jake Dennis and Andretti. Mueller, meanwhile, is believed to be moving up to the factory Porsche Formula E squad to take over from Antonio Felix da Costa, with official confirmation expected by late September. Drugovich had his first taste of Formula E in July during the Berlin Tempelhof round, stepping in for Nyck de Vries at Mahindra while de Vries was competing in a conflicting World Endurance Championship event in Interlagos. Impressively, Drugovich scored points by finishing ninth in the second race, catching the eye of the Mahindra team and showcasing his adaptability to electric racing. Following his promising debut, Andretti reached out last month to open negotiations with Drugovich and his management. The deal likely includes an option to remain with the team as Formula E transitions into its Gen 4 era starting in late 2026, a phase when Andretti is expected to switch from Porsche to Nissan as their powertrain partner. This forward-looking arrangement hints at a long-term plan for Drugovich in this rapidly evolving championship. While Andretti recently conducted testing with the Porsche Gen 3 Evo car at the Alès-Cervin circuit in France, only Jake Dennis participated, as Drugovich's contract talks were still ongoing at the time. Fans can probably expect to see him behind the wheel for the first time representing Andretti during the pre-season test in Valencia at the end of October, gearing up for the season kickoff in Sao Paulo in early December. This move sparks intriguing questions. Is Drugovich's switch to Formula E a step back from his dream of F1, or a savvy move to establish himself as a top competitor in another prestigious racing series? And with Andretti switching manufacturers soon, will he become a leading figure as Formula E enters a new era? There's definitely a lot to watch in this evolving story. What do you think about Drugovich trading F1 hopes for Formula E ambition? Share your thoughts.